bullet baloney, or physics fact. This test is so hard, no one's ever dared try it. Does a bullet fired and a bullet dropped simultaneously from the same height hit the ground at the same time? Before breaking out the real bullets, Adam's letting loose with something a little more manageable. A paintball gun.
Perfect. We've mounted this paintball gun so that not only is it perfectly level, but it's tuned back so that the paintballs will actually hit the ground before they hit the end of the shop. This should allow us to do some perfect comparisons between a fired projectile and a dropped projectile.
Which brings the Mythbusters neatly to their next challenge.
If I fire a paintball gun from this gun and catch a shot of it on the high-speed camera at the other end of the shop hitting the ground, how do I know exactly when it left the gun? I'll tell you how. I've got a switch hooked up right here to the trigger of this gun that when I pull it, this battery powers an LED down there hooked up to our high-speed camera. All right, here we go.
So without further ado, Adam does the fire test. The high speed records the moment the light comes on and the paintball hitting the ground.
Look at how beautiful that is.
Making it possible to precisely time how long the journey from gun to ground takes, which, for this test, is exactly 555 milliseconds.
That is science.
Now, Adam gets ready for part 2 of the experiment.
So I'm just about to hold this paintball up at exactly the level of the barrel. I'm going to use a laser level to help me know it. Film it on high speed and time exactly how long it takes to get from my fingers to the ground. I will then compare that time to the fired paintball. Paintball drop test in 3, 2, 1.
This time, the difference between the fired and dropped paintball is 59 milliseconds. A lot more than the 8 millisecond gap between the fired and dropped ball bearing, which has the Mythbusters scratching their heads.
Well, this is a conundrum. Our first 2 experiments seem to contradict each other. However, I think the culprit lies in the paintballs themselves. Watch this. See those trajectories? Each one's different. They're curving. That tells me that the irregular surfaces of the paintballs, manufacturing vagaries, is causing these things to have aerodynamic artifacts that makes them inaccurate, and thus, I think, renders the paintball test invalid. I don't see anywhere to go with this except to start using real bullets, and soon.